Hey everyone, welcome to Malix Plays. We are going to go a little classic, and I'm breaking a rule that I said I wouldn't do. Mostly because, well, we've been on a little bit of hiatus. Some people already can guess what I'm up to. Um, we're just gonna skip this part. This is Megaman X, an old school Super Nintendo game. Also, I think there's supposed to be a collection out there somewhere. I haven't been able to find it. This is a emulator, only because I do not have the means of recording the regular game, which has been in my collection since I was, wow, a long time ago. I had to have been probably 12, so many years have passed since this game first came out. So we're going to use an emulator program. Main reason is that I'm working on something with other individuals. The reason there's not been a lot of videos for that reason as well is because I haven't been able to make these as entertaining as I possibly can on my own. The other reason is I'm really good at this game. This was one of my all-time favorites as a child. The one thing I regret is like I only could get it until in recent years was the other two. I haven't actually been able to find Megaman X's 4 through who knows what they're at right now. Oops. So it's been a little while. I'm a little rusty. So but as you can tell, I've been playing this for a long time. Anyways, the Mega Man X series is actually my first introduction into Mega Man on my own. My older brother had played the original series, and I've played that one too, and I will tell you right now, if you want a hard game, you play the original Mega Mans. They are extremely difficult. The one thing is, like, you can't wall climb, which I enjoyed so much with this series. It made the puzzles so much easier. And this became more about action. This one's, I would say, the X series is more about action than platforms and puzzles than the other series. But it brought so many other special features. I'm very excited to be playing this again. So I might do the other sets of the series. I don't have them as well played. Like, X was the one I grew up with, and I only recently found Mega Man X 2 and 3, and I don't think I've ever beaten 3. I beat 2 a while back, but it's been long enough to where I don't remember everything. But in this case, these games are also on the Wii. I don't know if they've been upped from the Wii U. But if they are, I highly recommend that you go out and get them. These are ones, I always recommend this as the first game you should play in the Mega Man series, so you can get the controls down and then move to the harder one, which is just regular Mega Man. Not much else to talk about this, other than I've heard that the series just takes a nosedive pretty bad after 3. Oop. I'm trying to multitask here while I'm fiddling with stuff on my desk while I'm getting distracted. Alright, so I do actually have this one, like I said, I have this one on the original SNES, which I prefer to play over the one on the Wii, because at least for the controller I have for the, oh damn it, it's been a couple years, but since I played it, like the last time I tried playing it was on the Wii, and I didn't care much for the classic controller that it had. And Boba Fett here. I always thought it was their version of Boba Fett. Anyways, getting back to where I was thinking is that I never liked I had one of the original classic controllers. I don't know if they've ever updated it for the Wii, but they're very clunky and they're very hard to handle for games that are meant for action-packed sets. So there's a lot of games on my Wii that I can't play because I don't like the controller. But definitely, I might be starting to do some more of the classic games that I already own, and that have kind of gone on the wayside. Like, Mega Man X series was fantastic. Like, it was... This whole thing here is just, like, one of the first games that actually got me hooked on the Mega Man series. And I personally love it. I'm ecstatic that the new Wii U Smash Brothers is going to have this series in it. Well, they're gonna have Mega Man in there, which is fantastic. But then the if you haven't seen it, do a YouTube search for the new Smash Brothers Final Smash. And oh man, I'm trying to remember how to do this. No, sorry. Apparently I left my Xbox on, so I don't know if you heard it, but it's listening to me right now. Let's turn that off. I had unintentionally paused it. I just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I was like, I really want to play Mega Man X, and I want to share it with somebody. So we're gonna go with Chill Penguin. He's not one of my favorites to start with. Well, actually he is, because he's really easy to beat with the Buster, but I always forget which character... Oh, now I remember which character he's weak to. His weapon's weak to, rather. Strong against. Like, I used to, like... I've learned, like... It's been, like I said, it's been a while, and I always forget, like, this is one of the series, like, really, like, I think they said Mega Man X... Mega Man 1 or 2 is one of the ones where you just... The powers are completely worthless. And I believe that wasn't... No, that was 7. See, that's what I mean. There's so many Mega Mans, I lose track of those. I know exactly Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3. I should have did this for Mega Man, but... Anyways, getting back to it, I really am excited. I'm hoping that they'll do something with the Mega Man X series to, like, renew it. But I've heard that it's just... Oh, God, I'm trying to use buttons that don't exist yet. I know I a lot, but I have so many mixed emotions. Like, I know for a fact that they've taken the series from Mega Man X to Mega Man 0. So they've kind of filled it, but the same thing with Mega Man and Mega Man X. They don't explain what happens between those time periods, so there's always room to improve. And I've read a lot of stuff on Mega Man X afterwards, and I'm kind of disappointed on how bad it's gone. Like, I think they tried to make it something that it shouldn't be, which I think they tried to get past. I don't know. I haven't played them, so I shouldn't judge. But I've heard they're terrible. Oh, and I've tried to pass it. So, one thing I loved about the Mega Man X series over Mega Man is upgrades. They were something that, like, I mean, Mega Man could dash. Well, not he could slide, but it never, like, you couldn't do the wall climbs. And then between every series, there was always a little something that you could pick up. Like, I think in Mega Man X2 you get to air dash, which is like you just dash in the air. And I always liked that about the series, is that they always brought something new and exciting to the set. And I can't do anything up there yet. I don't know if I'll do a speed run or skip the secret, because mostly... Damn it. It's like I said, I'm kind of like, I can't even remember where everything is. I played this so much as a kid. I think it kind of comes through that I know what I'm doing most of the time. Muscle memory from playing this for hours and hours as a kid, and I never did get past. I never learned to get past that one. But regardless, I know that they were supposed to be doing another one of my favorites of the Mega Man series, which was Mega Man Legends. Was supposed to have a third game in the series, and they canceled it, which really stinks. I was looking forward to that. I've never actually played the second one because I can never find, like, I don't like to talk bad about people, but this is one of those series that they really kind of neglected for PC port. Like they Street Fighter. You can get Street Fighter on here. You can get pretty much you can find like tons of classic games on the Xbox and on the PC and the PlayStation, but Mega Man is not one of them. And I always was disappointed with that. Especially Mega Man X. I mean, I guess you could get, like, you can get the new Mega Mans. Like, I think Mega Man's 9 and 10 are both purchasable on Xbox and PlayStation and PC. But the classics are neglected. Like, they would make so much. I would be the first person in line for the Mega Man collection if they put it on the PC. And you know, I got distracted by the explosion. I would be the first person in line to buy those games. I would be the first person in line to buy an HD remake of Mega Man Legends and Mega Man Legends 2, which I don't think actually has a PC port at all. I have the original Mega Man Legends on somewhere around here. I'll probably install that at some point and play it for a longer run if I can get a co-host to join me on it. Blah, 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 blah. Only reason is because it's a very long, arduous game, and last time I think I played it was with my Xbox controller, and that turned out pretty bad. And I think we're going to call it here. I'll explain more on my next video. In the meantime, this is Malix Plays. I'll see you next time.